Hey Bills Mafia, and welcome to another episode of The Shed. This is Trev here from hashtag Irish Bills Mafia. Welcome you to another episode. It's episode 16. We're getting through the season. We're getting closer to the playoffs and closer to where we want to be, and things are getting exciting and heating up in the NFL. And this week we are playing the New York Jets, and for me can only be a revenge mission from going into MetLife Stadium, and I'm going to say, just throw it away, because that's what we did. Our 3 losses so far this season, we threw it away at Miami, we threw it away against New York, and we definitely threw it away against Minnesota. So for me, it's not make-up time, but it's to get back, keep on track. We're number one seed in the AFC. That's where I've been saying all year that we need to be going into the playoffs, is the number one seed and have home field advantage for the playoffs. And last weekend we had a brilliant win in Foxborough against the Patriots. A different type of win to normal, not the swashbuckling blow you out of the way, but did the job. Beat Bill Belichick for 3 times in a row at their stadium, and really rubber stamped we are number one in the AFC East, and send a message to them. We can't stay on our past. We have to move on. We have to look to the future, and the future is this Sunday's game against the New York Jets, and we have to beat them. Now, they're without Zach Wilson, or I think they'll be without Zach Wilson. Be honest with you, if he was in the Buffalo Bills, I'd want him out for his attitude and the way he thinks about things, but he's not a Bills player, so I don't really care about him. So I think they'll be without him, and White will be their quarterback for this Sunday. He's done all right so far. We need to make sure that we send them a message like we sent the New England Patriots last weekend. We are the alpha in our division. We are the number one seed in the AFC East, in the AFC. And we want to be number one come Super Bowl, and that's how I look at it. I watched a lot of videos and podcasts and TV this week at American Football World related, and when you see the power rankings, they're beyond me. Why? And some we're number 5, and others we're number 3. And we're the number 1 team in the AFC East. We were favourites to win the Super Bowl at the start of the year, and I don't see any difference between the start of the year now. We had our blip, we got through our blip, we're working each Sunday, one game at a time, and we are going in the right direction. So for those other people that's putting us at number 5 or number 3 or whatever, look at boys, that's fine. I just put that in the pocket there and keep it for when we need it, when we're coming to the big games. Before I move on, I'd like to wish Von Miller the very best in his recovery. It's such a pity we have lost him, but we have lost him. And I know he was brought in for the big games, the big plays, and he was delivering, and fair play, Von, and we will have you in the future. But unfortunately, football and sport and everything else has its ups and downs, and unfortunately, Von has got injured, and they found more wrong with him than what they thought, and he's out for the season. And Von, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that you will be back on the field in a Buffalo Bills jersey very soon. Please mind yourself, and please recover fully. Thank you. So, getting on to this week's game against the Jets, we have to be cuter in how we work the ball. Now, we are running the ball very well in the last few weeks, and I think that's something we should look at. Sauce Gardner is there, and he, in fairness to him, for a rookie, he's brilliant. And you can't, even Stephon Diggs or Gabe White, putting them on him and one-on-one, like, he has been exceptional all year. Not just one game here, one game there. He's just been exceptional. And I'm not being smart. Wherever he is, I'll be keeping the ball away from him. We have other weapons that we can use if we're going to throw the ball. We have Josh Allen, who can thread a ball through a needle. He's that good. And I just think that if we play it not safe, but play it not gung-ho either, that we will have no problem getting through the Jets and really probably knocking them out of the playoff race or putting them well down in it and getting us closer to where we want to be, which is come playoffs #1 seed. We have to be as strong as we have been on our defence, and I know we're the home team this time and we'll have the Mafia behind us and shouting and roaring, but there's been plenty of stadiums that have had shouting and roaring. It's you have to deliver, and we need to deliver. We're coming to the business part of the season, and for me, and I've taken one game at a time. I'm not looking in 2 weeks' time. I'm looking at this Sunday's game, and we are playing the New York Jets, a rival. They beat us. We need to put it right. We need to move it. We need to move the ball, run the ball, throw the ball. When we're on defense, we need to make them plays. We need to get to whoever's the quarterback, Wilson or White, and we need to put them on their backside. And we need to be the #1 team come Sunday evening or Sunday night here. So that's my thoughts on the games this week. I hope that we stay injury free. I hope we get players back that are coming out of any injuries that they may have and they come back okay. It's a nervous part of the season, but it's the business part of the season. There's no point wanting to be there and dreaming about it. It's when you get there, you need to grasp it with both hands and take it. And I think we will. There's other big games, and I know San Francisco did us a favour last week against the Dolphins, and the Bengals beat the Chiefs. And again, that has us #1 seed. But we are there on our merit because we have 9 games won and lost 3. And other than the Kansas City Chiefs, and we beat them, they're the best 2 records in the AFC. Looking ahead at the bigger picture, outside our division and outside our team, the Philadelphia Eagles play the New York Giants this weekend, and it's either how would I say it, hit or bust for the Giants. If they don't beat the Eagles this weekend, they're as good as out. The NFC is better than what I thought it would be at the start of the year. The Eagles, they weren't one of my favourites. The Cowboys I wrote off after week 1 when Dak Prescott got injured. And I honestly thought they were gone, and they're 10-3. So they're the #2 in the power rankings. So we have to keep an eye on them. Tom Brady got lucky again last week. I don't know what the rest were watching when they were. Mr. Smith was doing all his holding and no punishment for it, but they're going to be in the playoffs because that NFC South, nobody wants it. And on a final thought then, I'm glad to see Baker Mayfield go to the LA Rams. It didn't work out for him in Carolina. He's got a chance now. He's got 3 or 4 games if their backup quarterback is injured like they reckon he is. And it's up to Baker now to get his life in check, get his football in check, and find a team for next year. And these are 3 or 4 games that if he plays well for the LA Rams, you wouldn't know. He won't be the LA Rams quarterback because Matthew Stafford will recover and will come back. But it will give him a chance to get another team. Because there is football in him. He just needs to get his head on. And I like Baker. And I think he was wrongly treated at the Browns. But he played injured, and the Browns should have protected him and taken him out and let him recover from his injury. But that's not for me to be bothering about. Just good luck, Baker. I wish you well. Do I fancy against the Raiders tonight? No. The Raiders are on a bit of a run, and they're one of them dark horse teams that if they keep the run up, they could squeak into a playoff wildcard position. And if they do, fair play to them. So that's my thoughts for this week. So I have come up with a schedule now for anyone that's interested for myself. So I will be doing my video on a Thursday as normal, unless something comes up in the meantime. It might shoot to a Wednesday, but I will let people know on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at Trev76_Irish. I'm also on WordPress as a blog. So my blog anymore is going to be on a Tuesday. I'm going to review the weekend's games. And on a Wednesday, I'm going to look ahead at next weekend's games in the NFL. not just the Bills games. I will highlight the Bills games. Now, I'm not going to preview every single game, but I'm going to the games that matter, or review them, only the games that matter. But for the Bills, there will be Bills stuff there as well. I'll also give my power rankings. They have a funny way of doing it over there in America. I basically think it's where you are in the season and how you're playing right now. But everyone's entitled to their opinion. And then on the Thursday, then I'll do the video. And I'd like to thank everyone that are watching the videos and are reading my blogs. Your support is very welcome. I would like more people if possible, and if you can get me out there, I would really appreciate it. This is new to me for this season. I'm learning all the time, and guidance and help is welcome at all stages. So look enjoy the weekend football. We're getting a bit of cold weather here. Hopefully it doesn't come too bad. It's freezing already here. It's just gone 6:45 p.m. and the car is already frozen outside. So it's going to be a cold night tonight. So I wish everyone safe travels, safe on the roads, safe everywhere. Hopefully the cold doesn't get anyone too bad. Doesn't come any bad anywhere either. And roll on Sunday, roll on the Bills versus the Jets, roll on us being number 1 seed Sunday night, and let's do it. Let's go Bills.